Hey everybody, it's Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast channel on YouTube. This is episode 83, and I'm wearing a finished object. I'll talk about it in a minute. Welcome to any new viewers, welcome back to any old viewers. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. So, I post my videos every Saturday, clips through the week. Today is Tuesday, September 15th. Had to look at my computer. So, how's everybody? Good? I hope you're good. I'm doing okay. Anxiety's still crazy because we're trying to get our house marketable to sell, but whatever. I finished a sweater. Okay, so you can find me on all the links down below. Ravelry, Instagram, etc. Yada yada, blah blah blah. I'm just excited to talk about this. Okay, so this is the Catbells sweater by Nodecker. I made the 5th size, which I think is a bust. Let me look at my notes. 47.25. I didn't change this whatsoever. I thought I was going to do an extra row or two here, but I tried it on before I cast off, and I didn't. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, yarn. I used Lion Brand Woolies. I had a bunch of this. I've made Haze sweater in this. It was the granny square sweater, and the rest of it was in this cream. It is the fisherman color. I probably still have 5 or 6 balls of this. I'm not even sure. I really like it though, and I might make myself something else in this neutral color. It doesn't look too bad on me. It's kind of getting washed out with the walls behind us, but that's okay. Let's see. Here's my bag I was using, and I still have, like, this left. I didn't weigh it. I think I had started with partial balls, too, because I think I had some partial balls that I used from, like I said, Haze's sweater. I have this left in there. This wasn't, like, enough to pick up and do this or anything, so I just left that as a little single ball. I'm trying to find all my labels. And then I can tell you approximately how many I used. Okay. I think this is all of them. I shoved them inside one another. It's kind of insane. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 labels. So, I have 6 labels here, and I still have maybe a quarter of a skein. How many yards are in a thing? So, 197 yards times 6. So that's approximately 1,200 yards. That's probably accurate. I could look at the pattern and see how much you really need. Yeah, so I'm so happy. Okay, so let me stand up and show you. It is a crop sweater, and I thought I was going to make it a little bit longer, but I didn't. I stuck with the pattern because I really liked how she was wearing it in the pattern pictures. I really liked it. Although yesterday, she just put out a new podcast, and she was talking about how she's going to take hers apart and make it longer. Because she didn't like how cropped it was. I thought it looked super cute on her, but if she doesn't like it on her body, then she needs to change it. Like, that's why I love patterns when it says, knit approximately 12 inches, or the length that you want it to. I mean, that's how knitting works, right? You can modify stuff to make it fit the way you want it to fit. I feel like I don't love boxy sweaters on me, but I really do love this. It's so cozy. So, okay, finally, stand up, Aquila. Okay, let me push my chair completely out of the way. So, I just have on jeans. There's my belly button. Yeah, showing you my belly. I have a tank top one under this, only because it's so lacy. I keep seeing this hole right here, and it bothers me a little because it looks bigger than all the others. I did not aggressively block this. I could block this longer. I did block the sleeves a little bit aggressively, but I think they fit really, really well. And my cat, you have to get down, bud. You can't knock the camera over. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Let me maybe tilt my camera down. There we go. Okay. I don't mind that it looks like it kind of balloons out. I think when she styled it, it looked really cute. Like, I could tuck this in, and then I could tuck my sweater in if I really wanted. Like that side tuck that like people do or whatever, you know, like, I don't know. Cat wants out. Come on, bud, go. Oh, interruptions. If you've not been here before and this is new, there's tons of interruptions in my podcast. Either cats or kids or husbands, you know, all the things, whatever. I like it. Okay, let me untuck because I needed a belt today. Should have had a belt on. But I like it. I think I did okay picking up the sleeves. Like, you can tell there's the box shape. That when they talk about a boxy sweater, that's kind of the box shape they're talking about. And so the sleeves are like a drop sleeve and you pick up and knit versus a raglan where you have the decreases or increases here depending on if you're going up or down. But I've made other like boxy shaped sweaters and I didn't love them as much. I really love this. Yay. Should I like pose and that can be my screenshot? It's done. I try to remember to do that so I can like snip it and then use it. Silly. I've been drinking coffee this morning. That's not why I'm crazy hyper. I'm just excited about this. And I keep freaking out that I'm gonna spill coffee on my sweater and I'd be really sad. I also talked about possibly dyeing over this. Now, it's not 100% wool. It's 20% wool and acrylic, so it probably wouldn't take dye well, but it would look really neat looking probably because it maybe would give like a marled look. I'm not going to do that, and if I do attempt that, I'm going to knit a swatch first and then try to dye that beforehand. So, this is my mug cute. My oldest got me this. I think she said it was Target. Block my face so it zooms or focuses. What's the words? I don't know. Words. Okay. Alright. Almond Joy Creamer. I love Almond Joys. We were watching a show last night. What were we watching? Commercial? Show? I don't remember what it was. And they're like, nobody likes Almond Joys. And I'm like, I love Almond Joys. And my husband's like, I'm a Mounds guy. And I'm like, what the heck? I love Almond Joys. Okay, last episode I was cranking some stuff and I Kitchenered them together, so I'm just going to show you real quick. I have an Addi Express King Size, and in the last episode I was showing you my attachment that goes onto the machine. I gotta say, I'll probably hand crank stuff more than I'm going to use that. Only because the drill is heavy. If I had a lighter drill, maybe. But drill's too heavy. It hurts my hand. I'd rather crank it and take breaks and yeah. So, the first yarn, I've made 3 of these now. I love the colorway, and I just love how it looks. And I love, it's not as, so it's Red Heart, and it's the super stripe, it's the stripes. I don't think it's a super saver. I don't know if I have that label available right now. I don't. But it's this rainbow, neon rainbow. And I use 1 skein of the rainbow, and then I use the black on for the other rows. Like I think I get 160 rows out of the stripes, so then I crank approximately that many for the other side. And here's where I Kitchenered it, and you can barely tell. And I'm getting pretty good at Kitchenering. Lots of cat hair all over this. I have to find my lint roller. The other one I cranked, which I did show the tube of this. I did not have it put together. This is the Lion Brand Mandala. These yarns they're really soft, and they are 100% acrylic. Really, really soft though. I give them thumbs up on squishiness. So here is that one, and I Kitchenered together somewhere. I could probably find it. Oh, I think it was here. These 2 colors. Kitchenered. Yeah. It's beautiful. I love these. I'm gonna make them to sell for Christmas presents for people. Really, really, really cozy. So that's what I have to show you in today's first clip. Oh, I do have something else to show you. You know what? I'll just show you that tomorrow. I cast on a new, or whenever I record a new clip, I just started watching, what is the Cozy Up Knits Girls. 4 sisters. They design, they have a podcast, and I kept hearing about them from other people, and they're like, or other podcasters talking about them, and I was like, all right, I gotta check them out. So I really love that they all knit. I wish I had a sibling. I don't. They all knit, and it's amazing. And the last 2 episodes, they've been showing their simple Hug Cardi, or the girls have been wearing it, like some of the girls and other girls in the next one. And I decided that cotton yarn that I bought that did not work on my addi, cranking it, I'm gonna make that into a cotton simple Hug Cardi. I started it. I have the ribbing almost done on the bottom. I need to do 1 more row, and then I start Body Island, and it's knit bottom up. So I am excited about that. I think it's gonna be really a nice thing to throw on over, like when it's a cool summer night or a cool spring, you know, day. It'll be nice. So I'm working on that. That's in the other room. I'll show you that in the next one. Maybe I'll have more done. I want to call it my Neapolitan Cozy Up Cardi, because it's like pink, browns, and cream, and it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. Like a faded version of Neapolitan ice cream. If it was like, you know, the all-natural brand where they don't add all the extra color. All right, now I'm really being ridiculous. Until the next clip, guys. I'll see you then. All right, it is now Wednesday, and it's the 16th of September. I told you guys I had cast on something else, so I wanted to show you before I didn't remember to post it. Whatever. So, do you remember this yarn? The Caron Cotton Cakes. I bought it to possibly crank on my Addi Express. It didn't really crank well, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. It is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. It is a medium size 4. It is considered a worsted weight, I believe, when I looked it up on Ravelry. I can tell you that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, worsted. They call it worsted. Although, when I looked it on Ravelry, they didn't have this cake size. They didn't have the 8.8 ounce. So this is 530 yards. So I have 1,060 yards in this. This color is called Rose Whisper. I like the color. So, I watched on a bunch of different podcasters, and here's the color. Sorry. Alright, so it's pretty big, right? It's a lot. I don't know how it's constructed. It is a single ply. It almost reminds me of like terry cloth towels, how they look like they have all these little prickly things coming up, and they're real tiny. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? It kind of looks like if you cut this up into a bunch of the little pricklies. It's really hard. Maybe in, can you see? Can you tell? Will it focus? See that? It's not really spun. I can't explain. Maybe it is. No, it's not. I don't know how this is constructed whatsoever. Can't tell you. I watch a bunch of different podcasts. I've heard people talking about the Cozy Up podcast, and it's 4 sisters, and I believe they're in Canada. They design stuff, and they made this. Did I tell you the name of what I was doing? Oh my god. I just have so much going on right now. They designed a cardigan called the Simple Hug Cardi. Sorry, I'm looking on my computer monitor. I am making the 4th size, which is like a 39-41 bust. That's your bust measurement. It has positive ease to it. And I really love this yarn. So let me show you. I've only gotten, you do bottom up, so I've only gotten some of the ribbing done. Oh boy. I'm using my Knitter's Pride needles. I like these. And they have a chart for you to follow so you can color management with all your stripes so they all line up, but I'm not gonna follow that. I'm just gonna use whatever's next in my cake, and I have 2 of these, so yeah, there you go. It's really soft. So my friend Laura from my knit group was over last night. She asked me if I could crank some yarn into tubes. Of course. I haven't used my machine in a while. And so we were talking about this yarn, and she's used it too, and we both were like, it's so nice. And I think when I bought this, do you guys remember? I only paid like $2 or $3 a ball for this. I might have a cardigan for like under $10. That's amazing. All right, so the Cozy Up Knit girls, I'm sure they don't follow me, but hi, if you get tagged somehow and you see that I'm talking about your project, one of your patterns, so I'm excited for that. I'm really, really excited for that. I think I'm gonna take that. We're gonna see John's mom, my mother-in-law, so I think I'll take that to knit on, and I need to start a pair of socks because sock knitting is always like my car knitting because that's easy. And I could work on the tubes I have, and I might pack some of them too and put heels and toes. But I want Halloween socks. I dug through my yarn. I have some other colors that could possibly be Halloween colors also, but these first two popped out at me and I picked those. I mean, I love orange. Gigi loves orange. I love orange. I think she loves orange way more than I love orange, but that's okay. I have these 2 skeins of yarn, and I put a poll up on my Instagram, but that'll probably be gone before you see this because this doesn't go up till Saturday and polls go away in 24 hours. This is Wild Hare Fiber Company, Fiber Studio. I see her at like all the festivals that are here because I think she's out of Virginia. And this was a colorway she dyed up. Remember the eclipse about 2 years ago that we had? Remember that? I believe she dyed this up when that was all going down. I don't think oh no! I was trying to take it out of the thing so I could show. Well, now I got it all messed up. It is gonna pull. I don't think it's gonna microstripe because you only have a little bit here and you have some here, which looks like it's gonna be the opposite ends. I don't know what I did here. I have a hot mess. I thought that was just gonna come off really easily, and it's not. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Oh well. I believe these colors are gonna kind of be on opposite ends, so you're gonna get a pooling of this flash of orange and yellow. I think that's really pretty. I'm probably just gonna cake up both of these at this point. So far, this one's winning. The other one is Oink Pigments. Focus. There you go. Oink Pigments. This is a Targhee sock, which I've never used. No, I have had to use Targhee before. It's 400 yards, 100 grams, 90% Targhee, 10% nylon. So I thought that was interesting because it's a 90-10. You don't always see a 90-10. And this is called All Hail the Pumpkin King. So it really is kind of like a Halloween color. This one I could probably get undone without any issues. This one, I believe, is going to end up micro striping. And I like that one a lot too. Yeah. So, we'll see. I'll probably just cake them both up. I like them. All right. So that's what I have to show you. I don't know what else I'm going to have to show you. I didn't think I mentioned, I showed you guys my sweater in the first clip. I had gotten that pattern as a gift from Hare's Knits. Oh my God. It was just in my head. I was just watching them the other night. This is really going to bug me that I totally forgot her name. Trish and Arthella. Arthella is Hare's Knits, and they have a podcast, if you've not watched it, The Best Day Ever, and they are amazing, and I've met both of them, and they're so super nice, and I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know what had happened, but I think I had gifted her a pattern and she gifted me a pattern, and you know, it just happens that way, right? So this was on my queue to make, and in my favorites, and probably in Ravelry you can tag stuff as if you wish somebody to purchase it for you, like a gift. So I tagged it as that, and she purchased it for me. Thank you. I love that sweater so much. I wore it almost all day yesterday until it just got too hot, and then I had to take it off, but I really love it. I'm really, really happy with it. So thank you, Arthella, for gifting me that pattern. You know, I just always, this community, I've mentioned it 100 bazillion times on here, that mostly everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, I've ran into a few bad seeds, right? Like that just happens, or somebody that just, rubs the wrong way, you know, type of deal, but that's life, right? But most of the time, everybody is so nice and generous and caring and just positive, or yeah. So sorry, I just wanted to put that out there. But all right, so there we go. New cast on, new yarn that I'm gonna cake up. It's exciting. I gotta finish John's sweater. It's getting cooler and I need to finish it, if he'll even wear it, because he said it was scratchy. Rah. Okay, it is Friday and it is the 18th, and this is going to be the roundup of my video because we are going to visit family tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a lot of driving. I want to get the video up before that and not have to worry about trying to edit on the road and trying to upload without Wi-Fi. Just getting it done. So I just want to show you a little bit of the progress I've made on my simple Hug Cardi. I should have inserted a picture here. I'll try to do that, of the finished object. And this is by Cozy Up Knits. I think I repeated myself, and if I did, when I'm editing this, I'm gonna be like doing the chipmunk fast forward voice, so you don't have to hear it twice. I don't know. I love this so much, and I really hope I have enough yarn. If not, I think this color might still be available. If not, I'll have to figure it out. I don't know. Sorry, so I told you I had 2 cakes of this, remember? And I don't know, how much of that have I used? I can't tell. I could weigh it, I guess. I am curious because you knit for, I think, like 16 inches, and I haven't measured lately. So I don't have a clue where I'm at. But I did switch from my carbons to, these are the Rosewood by Knit Picks needles. The yarn was really slipping a lot on the nickel plated, and I was afraid I was going to lose my stitches. So, yeah, look at that. I should measure it real quick. Where's a measuring tape? So now I'm curious how far I've gotten and how much more I have to do, and if I'm going to have enough yarn. So I'm not going to like stretch this out, but enough to get a good measurement. I'm at 8 inches. So I need to do double that. I don't know. If it takes one for the front and one for the back, I might be all right, but I don't know. I checked. I'm not getting gauge. I know I'm not getting gauge, but I'm not off by a lot, so that could really change how much yarn I need. I love this though. This yarn is really, I talked about it already, how interesting it is, the construction of it. Just hold up that again. It's pretty loose and airy, and that's going to be really nice because it is that cotton yarn. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, so I made that progress. I should put a progress keeper there so I can remember. I might remember. I can't guarantee anything. I'd put up the pole with the 2 yarns. I gotta get the other one. I caked, this was the Oink Up, but I'm not taking this one. The other one resoundingly won by many votes, And I really did when I caked it up. Oh, it was so cool looking. So this one is in this is my dedicated sock bag. This is made by Star Knits. So if you've not gotten any bags from her bags are so nice. They're so nice. Yes, so I caked the other one up. And I'm really excited to see. I said that was gonna micro stripe. It's gonna pool. Did I fix myself on that when I talked about it? I don't remember. It's definitely gonna pool. The other one's gonna micro stripe. This is gonna be really cool. And it was not at opposite ends. So say your loop of yarn was like, takes up the screen from here to here. There was one blotch of color here and like one blotch of color here. They were not directly opposite one another. So I'm curious of how it will pool. But I think it will pool. But this is my dedicated sock bag only because I always keep all the needles I use. I use US 1 for my socks. I have my dedicated, oh, where is it? I love Chigu. My 9-inch, because I almost always do my socks with 9-inch circulars. I also have a longer one in there for when I do the decrease for the gusset, because I do mine top down. All right. So, oh, I gotta put the yarn back in there. That would be helpful. All right. So, like I said, we'll be driving, and this will be car knitting. That will be too, because I'm taking that in my Nod to the Mama bag, because it's huge and it fits, and I even put the baby hats that I'm taking up for the family member that's having the baby. It all fit in that bag. And I'm going to be able to fit both skeins in there. Not that I think I'll use both. I'm not taking all the extra needles that I need, but I'll have plenty to work on if I take those two projects. Let's just say that. So, I finally played on my machine and I was testing a mock rib. So, to do a mock rib, I don't have a ribber for my machine. They were more, I bought the very standard package. Eventually, I would like to possibly get a ribber. That would be interesting and fun. I chose to attempt the mock rib. So to do the mock rib, you're just removing needles in your cylinder. So I removed every 4th needle from my cylinder. I showed this yarn before because I've knit up a sample. I've been testing with just extra yarn I have, and I'll probably rip this out so it can go in a blanket or something eventually. But I wanted to see how it fit. So I did a hung hem. I cast on, and then I hung my hem, and then I had my needles removed to get this mock rib. I'll put it on my hand so you can see. So when you stretch it out, I guess it's almost like if you were to drop a stitch down, but you're really not. So you're not getting as much fabric as if you were to drop a stitch. You're just getting the fabric it takes to get from where the needle is missing in the slot. So it's using less fabric. So it would be way stretchier if it was an actual drop stitch, I believe. And then when I got down so far, I did what you have to do. You have to put your needles back in. Then you have to close up any holes or gaps. You have to take yarn from one of the needles adjacent and hang it on. I learned that from Karen Rammel. Rammel? It's not Rammel. It's R-A-M-E-L. So I think it's Rammel. She's also the one that has like CSMLove, and she posts a bunch of videos on YouTube. You should check that out if you want to watch a lot of cool videos. So I did that, and I only did it on one side. So you do get a little bit of a hole. Not a hole really per se, but you can see where I've transferred. Well, maybe not, because I'm moving too much. Like here, and here, and here. So I put all my needles back in, and then I cranked till I was out of yarn, because I was curious how much more stretchy or less, like how much it pulled it in. Because John wants socks that go up pretty high, like boot socks, and I think having the rib would really help. It also would help for people that have a wider foot that wouldn't fit my 64 stitch sock cylinder, my cylinder. So, like you can see, it's a good stretch. It actually, I don't love the look, but I don't hate the look of it when it's completely like super stretched when it was over his thigh. I took a picture and it's on Instagram. I could also insert it here. So either way actually really works. This stretches quite enough. Some other yarns might not stretch enough though, so you'd have to really be mindful of what yarn you're using if you're gonna make socks that go up further, like onto the calf. So yeah, there we go. This was an interesting experiment. So you can see that it does pull in now that I've stretched it over his leg so much, but you can see, like if I squish it back down, the difference. So very interesting and was neat to do, and I really got to like learn a little bit more about my machine and the inner workings of it. So yeah, experiments. I like experimenting. All right, so I can't guarantee a video next Saturday. I can't guarantee a knitting video. I could guarantee maybe some vacation video. I don't know. If I don't post a video next Saturday, which would be the 19th plus 7, the 26th, sorry. I try to, but I just that would feel weird recording in front of my in-laws. That'd be weird. Since I do my episodes in clips. I can stop holding that up. All right. So I hope everybody is well. I'm very anxious about being on the road and then COVID and just all the things, even though we did take that mini vacation back in May. I don't know. It's all nerve-wracking and anxiety producing and whatnot. But, all right. So, yep. Make sure, I'm going to just keep repeating this, that you are checking in on your loved ones and telling them that you care and asking them all the relevant questions, because it is very important in this time and any time to just be there for them. So until the next time, I hope everybody is well again. I said that. Ugh, jeez. All right. Knit happy. There we go.